MLQ championship.
Just so you're aware, I don't know if that's your tripod.
Yeah.
And brooms up for
Bludger hit it.
the
Holy shit.
New Orleans
I fixed
curse.
it. I can fix it.
Okay. Yeah, but just
Okay.
Quality control is had
Alright.
on the part of Taylor Crawford.
Are you doing this game?
yeah.
Okay. Now it's recording.
And that first goal scored by the New York Titans. Curse moving it up the pitch, and now pressure coming from the New York Titans beaters over there. They'll get it to Francis Dupont, and he will have to have it. He will have to hand it back to Trammell, his keeper, after he taps up from the beater onslaught that just happened. After the exchange was won by the New York Titans, not only beating Chad Walters, but also missing, but also getting past the beat thrown by Walters. Now he'll get a beat up front, and the Curse can make a run. Trammell trying to cut middle. He'll get away from his initial defender, make a shot off the right hoop. It's going to be good, and tie this one up. 10-10. Bludger rolling off the pitch over here. Now on the attack, New York Titans, they'll get it and try to get an alley-oop pass, but the beat got there before, and the finish will have to be scooped up by New York Titans keeper out there, number 2, Taylor Crawford. And a whistle has been blown for a possible beat on Crawford, thus preventing the goal. We'll see here. Andrew McGregor on the call here today at the referee position, deemed referee of the year. Goal is good. Crawford was beat after he released. Crawford for the New York Titans, so that'll make it 20-10 New York. And no time to be served apparently by Tad Walters for the headband situation, making sure that he's got the position right. Have yet. And Tad Walters mentioning that he has a mouth guard, because he picked up a card for that versus the Salt Lake City Hive in their victory over them. When Snitch on pitch when Snitch was on pitch for the New Orleans Curse, they were able to pull away. As you can see, Trammell with the sick moves there, getting away from an arm tackle, spinning away from a body one, and then still able to finish, keeping that ball high and keeping his awareness. He actually scored the first 4 goals for the New Orleans Curse, and the only reason he stopped is because he subbed out. Usually will affect your ability to score when you're on the bench.
I was about to say, yeah, it is actually impossible to score from the bench.
Nothing is impossible.
Yeah, that's actually true. I have
I
seen
have a
players
lot
score.
of
Nike told me that a long time ago, and I've held that in my heart for quite some time. Now that's going to be Russell Brian Casillo, who's going to take that beat up top, number 13 for the Curse. A nice throw over to the right-hand side, and I believe that was a shot intended for the right goal, and it actually hooked down. So he took the shot, aimed at the middle hoop. It hit the top portion on the inside of the middle hoop and then dropped straight down, so it should be good. Question is whether he was beat before, thus making the shot ineligible. Goal ref arguing whether or not it crossed the plane of the hoop completely. That is a goal for the New Orleans Curse. Now Trammell on the run, gonna fake right, look back right, trying to see if he can get an opening. He'll actually fumble, and the New York Titans will turn it into an attack. Newcomer gonna take a stiff arm and a screen, now gonna take a beat. Now Taylor Crawford with the stiff arm, gonna do the tuck move, take a shot. It's gonna be blocked by Trammell. Possible transition play, no. I think that's Molly Potter out there, number 34. No, that's gonna be Lindsay Morella, sorry. On the shot attempt from the New York Titans after Taylor Crawford took that hit on his shot attempt, and Trammell got the block. Tad Walters working his way up the pitch. Francis on his way back into this game, Francis Dupont. Quick look over. Now rotating to the right-hand side, a nice screen thrown. Another one on the backside of it, but a tackle still being taken on that play. Good movement on the part of the New York Titans to get around that screen and not have to get mixed up defensively, not getting forced to switch. So that will remove their point chaser and put them immediately into a mismatch. That's a good movement. As Pascal Mitchell II is coming up the pitch, he'll spin off of a tackle, get beat on the heel, and now Francis has got possession of the ball. He's got the quaffle, drive in middle, spinning away from a tackle. He's now about to be gang tackled, but he'll score. New Orleans curse, 30-20. Francis is going to be beat, but not before he scores that goal. New Orleans finishing third, 30-30, according to our scorekeepers. They're adjusting the score as we speak.
We're ahead of them.
Yes, the live stream table, working hard. That's what 11 hours of sleep do for you. On the attack, New York on the far right-hand side. Now Beater coming up to force the pressure, and now another pass away from the Bludgers here. So an opportunity for a point from David Fox of Team USA. He'll dodge 2 beats, and no, it was not 2 beat attempts. It was a beater trying to beat the beater before David Fox got beat.
And it's a long throw back, not using their reset though.
David Fox going to be double beat on that play, so he'll have to touch the hoops, run back to the New Orleans curse hoops, and then touch the hoops again. Or just touch the hoops one time. Now on the attack, it's Pascal for the goal on the right hoop. Keeper for the New Orleans curse, Pascal Mitchell for the score. 40-30 as the beater play has been huge for the New Orleans curse. Hasn't been dominating, but has been enough defensively. Offensively is where the beater play has struggled just a bit. David Fox left completely unguarded because of the Baylor approach of the New Orleans curse. 3 people standing in front of the hoops, 2 of them chasers, the other a keeper, Pascal Mitchell, and that his responsibility. If the quaffle goes over his head, it's his job. He's like a center fielder in baseball. Everything defers to him. Now a pass to the right-hand side and a block on Morella on the far right side hoop. And the Baylor defense coming in huge there for the defense. And also you'll see a lot of low-scoring affairs when you're dealing with a team that will run the Baylor defense because of the time it takes to break down the defense and then finish at the hoops.
We have seen a lot of teams have a lot of success by moving all their players to one side of the field, effectively making that far hoop player pointless.
It also does a great job of eliminating behind the hoops for a lot of teams. And we might have a beater who just got rolled up there for a second. Looks like he will take his time to get up there. He should. That's Cody LeBov. He's actually going to walk off the pitch, so that's good. I think Cody's more upset that he didn't get a call for somebody rolling up his leg. Cody LeBov is going to be walking over as he gets subbed out. Joshua Mansfield going to enter the field of play. Number 2 for the New Orleans curse. He's off broom currently because of the situation. A throw over and a shot attempt is going to be picked off by the New York Titans, and they're ready to run. That's going to be Pablo Calderon Santiago on the attack. Now he's going to go one-on-one on the hoop. A quick pass to Morella behind the hoops goes over her head. He's going to take the contact, and his knee is injured. He's already got it taped up. David Fox for the goal will finish in the face of Pascal Mitchell. Throwback to Mitchell to start off this offensive set, and if see Asante, yes he is, he's going to sub out here. When he took that hit in front of the mid hoop, he was slow to get up, and then he tried to make his way to the subsection, but could not, needed some more time, and the ref's actually going to stop play so that he can exit the game. His right knee is taped up, and that's the one that he was limping off of.
You notice right after that hit, he almost had trouble standing up there.
Right.
Incredible heart though, trying to get back to his hoops and sub out as quickly as possible.
He's like, if I can't get out of the game, at least I'll play some defense. Tad Walters cleaning up in front of the hoops for the New York Titans. New Orleans curse should be on their way to a score here. Morella going to get a nice tackle to force Trammell to pass, and now running up the far left-hand side, it's going to be Mike Prada for the goal. head coach for the New York Titans, Michael Prada, out there. Michael Yada Prada. As we are on pitch 2 for our consolation bracket action going on here. Tad Walters waiting for a beater engagement. Mansfield's going to win up front, and a shot from Trammell just outside the keeper zone for the goal and the tie to make it 50 all here. David Fox coming up the left-hand side here once again, going to be undefended. The way the Baylor defense is going to rotate, especially the way the Curse are running it, the pass is going to be made, and based off of that pass, the beaters are basically going to play defense. Their presence will force pretty much any chaser to back up, especially wary of the throw, and it'll also force a throw if they feel like they're about to get tap beat. David Fox is trying to attract and collapse down the defense of the Curse. Behind the hoops to Morella. Now she's got 3 defenders and a beater up front. David Fox going to go sky high on that one, and Tad Walters with the deflection off the bludger, I believe. David Fox not going to be beat on that play, surprisingly enough. He was mere feet away from Tad Walters. Pass over to Michael Prada. He's got a beater with him. Going to drive middle, and was recently told in our last game, the first game of this series, that was Travis Johnson up front playing defense. This is his first year ever playing Quidditch, and Morella with the nice shot on the mid-hoop. Hook shot and powerful as well, as it's still rolling. Goal ref had to go stop it himself, or else it would have kept going. But as I was saying, Travis Johnson, number 23 out there, first year playing Quidditch and makes a Major League Quidditch roster. That's pretty impressive. Tad Walters beat up top. Now the New York Titans ready to press. Their chasers already into the front line over here. That's Kyle Carey. Got a lot of hair on his head. Can't imagine that that's too comfortable with this kind of heat.
Doesn't make you very aerodynamic either.
You know, but it does make you look cool. That's the important part.
Yeah,
That's what Quidditch is all about.
That's Muhammad Haggag out there, by the way, at number 49, not Kyle Carey. No, I said that. David Fox and the New Orleans Curse. It's going to be 60-50. Quick pass forced by Travis Johnson. He's going to come off the hoops. And now he's got Muhammad in front of him. He's going to take the contact and actually get the strip. Nice move. He shouldered him and then swung his hand across to the extended hand of Muhammad, knocked it out of his hand, scooped that one up, and got a defensive stop for the New Orleans Curse. Very impressive. Last possession we saw for the Curse, it was press thrown by the beaters after the beater exchange was lost. Josh Mansfield going to take a shot at this beater exchange. The other beater out there for the Curse is going to be Alex Pucciarelli. Rotating to the right-hand side, it's going to be Trammell. Travis Johnson, his other winger, on the right-hand side, going to avoid the tackle. Maybe he will from David Fox. David using everything that he's got. A catch on that play by number 9 for the, that's Shelby Newcomer out there with the catch. And now Sarah Nealing out there as well, as there's a fast break going on for Travis Johnson. For some reason, taking that shot just a little bit early. He did have some beater help, and the beater battle is in full effect. Bludger control now lies with the New Orleans Curse in a very rough situation to work your way out of. Baylor's zone defense with 2 bludgers.
And they are switching back in their tall center keeper.
As Pascal Mitchell out there, he's already got 2 blocks in this game so far. And running behind the hoops for the Titans, saw David Fox take a shot at it, but it's Molly Potter who will take her stab at it. She's sitting just to the left of the small hoop. Pass up front. Now a drive coming from the Titans. All the bludgers on the ground, and a score relatively easy, even with the height of Pascal Mitchell. He takes a swipe at it, but in Quidditch, with only allowing 1-arm tackles, you're not going to see much action in terms of the tackle affecting the shot that close to the hoops. Pascal Mitchell just running right down the heart of the pitch. One of the Detroit Innovators sitting over here, and Ty Rush entering the field of play for the LA Guardians over there. He's got a boot on his foot. He actually picked up that injury. He thought it was broken yesterday, I believe it was, when he went down versus the Washington Admirals got taped up, and now it looks like he's got a proper medical boot on, so his day will be done. As the LA Guardians actually walk into your field of view here on the camera, you see all white jerseys. That'd be really impressive because in Quidditch it's near impossible to keep all white equipment clean. And there's going to be a bludger turnover. Joshua Mansfield alerting Alex that he is currently out of play. Now trying to fake off of that bludger. Missed kick by the Titans beater that's off, I'm sorry, in the back pitch over here. Now trying to get some magic going offensively. Are the New Orleans Curse trying to take a decisive lead? It's been very seesaw in the effect of this game. 70-50 in favor of the New Orleans Curse. LeBoff back into the game. Good to see that after he had his leg rolled up there. And off the tackle, he's going to pass it back where Pascal Mitchell going to try a one-handed catch. Now he's backpedaling with a chaser coming down his way, and a beat. Very nice beat on the part of Alex Viscarelli. Pascal Mitchell going to have possession. And once again, for all the complaints people have to say about the Heat yesterday, we sit in a very nice breezy tent with the sun covered up. I'm not getting where the complaints are coming from the Heat. Nobody?
I like to be able to live, and I feel like the Heat makes that impossible.
Pascal Mitchell on the drive. He's going to make a pass behind the hoops. That's Newcomer for the shot. He's going to, oh no, it's a pass. And that was the shot. Pass to the right of the hoops and a shot off the mid-hoop, and a sharp one too. Would have been near impossible to block successfully. So you guys are affected by the Heat. How are the Boston Knight Riders feeling about it?
You know, they've been in the shade a lot. They only played 2 games yesterday. But they just look like they're having a good warm-up. They had some hype music yesterday.
What jams were they? Oh, David Fox with a goal. Oh, it's going to be called no good on the miss. And they're also going to say he was beat before. He's pretty upset. Oh, that's Muhammad out there. Sorry, not David Fox. And they're going to say Muhammad was beat before, and that's why his goal score did not count. And bringing the quaffle up the pitch is going to be New Orleans chaser Shelby Newcomer, and now pressure. Newcomer's going to have to extend on 2 hands there. Stayed on Broom, but turned the ball over. Molly Potter on the run. Tad Walters with a shot, but she'll take the beat on the shoulder. Pascal Mitchell will claim yet another block on the mid-hoop. Molly Potter with a good run, forcing that throw, which would give her beaters a chance to come up, and they have gained bludger control. LeBov and Tad Walters out there for the New Orleans Curse. Currently out there at the chaser position. It's going to be Francis DuPont, the lead scorer for the Curse. Now he's on the drive. He's got some help from his beaters and a short drop. On that one, the score is no good. You see what happened on that one? I thought I saw it go through the hoop, but I guess they said it dropped short of being good. That's a little disappointing. Francis usually money in the bank when it comes to scoring.
Speaking of disappointing things, the Clouds have left.
But luckily the tent has not. It's a nice blue clear sky day. You took a photo of this. You can hang it in your office and remember your time in Texas that you hated so much. Pass back up top. New line of chasers in for the New York Titans. Trying to back them down, and that's pretty much all you can do. Either back them down by passing and hoping your beaters can do some damage up front, which they cannot anymore for the Curse because they just forced bludger control. A throw back up top. A chaser has been beat, and Titans are going to have to back off into the far corner over here as far as they can to force the beaters out of position in the zone coverage. And Francis is going to keep trying and banging his head against that wall of the New York Titans beater by distracting him, pulling him away from his original job of trying to get as many bludgers on the ground as possible. Now on the attack caller. Nice shot. And they're going to say that was no good as it looked like it bounced off the inside of the hoop. Francis running up the left-hand side in front of the New York Titans bench, going to cut middle, going to cut back outside again. He's got that quick, twitchy movement that makes him so difficult to defend when you have to shift your hips so much. But luckily, the Titans had a beater up front, and they've got a beater out there doing some big-time work. It's Benjamin Strauss. And it's going to be a swipe from Shelby Newcomer as the Titans are still hanging on to this one because the keeper has not gained possession of the quaffle. It's technically still live. And now the offensive possession is officially over. Pascal coming out of this game. Travis Johnson going to come over to spell him while the new keeper comes in, and that's going to be Trammell. Charlton Trammell coming into this game. He's going to cut middle, shift left. Small hoop is his target, and he'll shoot through it after 3 New York Titans closed in on him. He will shoot between 2 of those Titans for the goal. So style points and goal points on the board. I don't see the style point scoreboard over there on the other side, but I feel like it's style points in our hearts. Got to do that at a fantasy tournament at some point. You get style. There's a style point scoreboard after a certain point. 19 minutes have elapsed. No more timeouts can be called. There was not one. There was not one called either way. The New York Titans about to get into snitch on pitch play. Molly Potter with the shot up front. Collins going to be beat. And Travis Johnson about to score for the first time in this game, uncontested. Spikes it after he drops that in. As the snitch turns around, points to the camera, and winks. 40 total minutes. So in less than 30 seconds, we'll have 20 minutes for the Seekers to catch the snitch in this game and claim a victory, and a snitch catch will win it for either team at this point during the matchup. Pass over to the right-hand side. I believe that's David Fox. They're going to get it into the previous keeper. Fox is going to be beat, and the opposing chaser is going to be beat. Oh, wait, no, they're going to say he's clear. Molly Potter with a two-handed catch. She's going to be blocked in front of the hoops, and now Collins going to pick it up, go behind the hoops again, force the defense to stretch out there. Travis Johnson on the tackle attempt, pass up front. Molly Potter trying to recover and reset the offense for the New York Titans, and she will get it to David Fox. Peter's coming over to take care of Taylor Crawford, who was the starting keeper for the New York Titans, now playing seeker Francis DuPont. Countdown coming for the snitch as he went down temporarily. The New Orleans curse surrounding the snitch. Josh Mansfield and Tad Walters out there. Beater play will see 2 beaters go away. Now Tad Walters trying to get the seeker for the New York Titans, and he will, but because bludger control is had, Walters will get the immunity fist. A throw and a nice shot as he gets Weiss. Mansfield is beat, but Walters is able to scoop a ball. Now he's got a one-on-one with a Titans beater, and a score from the New Orleans Curse as they try to make their way out of snitch range, but tie this one up, and Tad thought he had a catch. Closed his hands too quick. I'm sorry, closed them too late. Had it into his chest, closed it too late, and it bounced off his chest, so he is beat. Now, bludger control goes back to the New Orleans Curse. A tackle attempt on the part of number 13, Russell Bryan Casillo, for the Curse goes awry as the Titans score on that on the far left small hoop. Walters directly in front of the snitch, trying to get some alone time for his seeker. Taylor Crawford going to be beat back. Out there at the chaser position, going to be Caitlin Schmidt. And looks like Bramwell's going to go down. Charlton Trammell's going to go down. He'll find a way to get it over. He'll set a screen, and now looks like they've got some screen and roll action, but perfectly covered by the New York Titans, and now a tackle from keeper Michael Prada. Now Trammell trying to score. A hand was on his shoulder as he took that shot, so maybe getting ready to call the neck. Reach on the neck about to be called here in a second, so we'll send a chaser to the box. Seekers have stopped play. Bludger control. Nobody has it. One of the bludgers.
2 feet in, just a little bit further in.
There are 2 bludgers on the ground. Tad Walters is going to throw both back that are near the snitch, and now both of the same. And there is a pull from Travis Johnson. He has to stop moving. Taylor Crawford forcing him to the left-hand side, right towards Travis Johnson. He just waited for his hips to turn off the reach from Taylor Crawford, and Travis Johnson squeaked in there and took it himself. Travis Johnson elated for that snitch catch. Will it be clean? It looked like it was. Catch is good, and the New Orleans Curse are victorious. They had 90. That'll make them 120-90 victors versus the New York Titans.